Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and I rolled the F90 I-type earlier in the week. That is not the one I've run before, the F92nd I-type, which has a beam lancer as opposed to this shot lancer. But yeah, it's an interesting suit. It is a general. It does have the abilities that the F90i has. It has the ability to put its shot lancer out in front of it while boosting if you ready up the melee shot lancer. It also has an ability which I activated and never actually landed a hit with here. I'm not sure if I do during the whole round, to be honest. That when you use the shot lancer for melee, if you have used the limiter release skill on it, it will fire a beam, Legend of Zelda style. I kind of like that. Like I said, I have not gotten much use out of it because it is a awfully particular thing. But it's interesting if nothing else. I'm sure people who get better with the suit than I have will find some good use case for it. But yeah, I'm not there yet. That was just me using the wrong weapon. I wanted the shooting shot lancer. Okay, so I did land a couple of shots with it, or at least the lance part. The shots, I'm not sure about. But yeah, of course, as always, the trick to the melee shot lancer is if your ranged one is reloading, you cannot use it. I believe you can't use it for boosting attacks when the limiter release is cooling down either. So yeah, it's got some solid limits on it. But in addition to that weapon, it also has a beam rifle that stuns on impact with a pretty good ASL range, and also both standard and I think incendiary missiles. Yeah, so yeah, it's pretty good. A pretty good set of skills. Yeah, I think it's basically got the same Jupiter shot lancer design as the Vignagina 2 does. So because it has, the beam weapon and some of the missiles are, pretty much the same. But yeah, there's the ASL, another pop fly. Getting a lot of those lately on flap booster suits. So yeah, so far we've got a pretty solid lead. I seem to recall it does even out more towards the end, but also just I was happy to finally get something with this because yeah, I took some pretty solid beatings with it trying to get this. So, like I'm doing right now, because, yeah, I think an F91 and a crossbow next one Kai were both on me. We had planted a bomb in, okay, X3, yeah. Planted a bomb in the enemy base. I don't think it's going to go off. But there are a couple of people there trying to make sure it does, so good luck to them. And brain. But yeah, I to be honest, I feel like the raid one is maybe a little bit better overall, just personally. But I kind of like this general one just because it's a little bit less fragile for me. So, as usual, I have pretty much thrown a defensive build on this to try and stay alive for more than 3 seconds at 750, which not guaranteeing that since I am at the enemy base by myself. Just kind of trying to provide distraction while the bomb goes off, which looks like it's going to. We're about to find out. Yes. Okay. So I'll call it a worthwhile use of my life there, but yeah. Now it would be good if we could kind of like group back up and see about getting that lead we had a little while ago back. Just that level of margin would be really nice. It doesn't have to be 3-1 like it was at that point, but like a nice 4,000 point lead would not hurt my feelings. Let's see. There. Yep. Just boosting right past. I like these. I like those weapons because, for one thing, they're kind of like having a transformation mode without the fuss of having to transform. So it's kind of nice. Okay, the parry did not take. I'm not sure why, but I'll take it. And yeah, there's the incendiary missiles. I'm not sure how much damage they do, but looks like at least Okay, it looks like at least 5 or 6 ticks at 300 apiece. That's pretty strong. Hit that Vignagina with a downswing. I don't think I knocked it down, but well, we've got about we're coming back up on that level of lead, so that's something. But yeah, it's going relatively well, I think, and yeah, I'm trying to think. I've been pretty lucky with the F90 variants. I'm trying to think if there's any I don't have yet, but I think I managed to grab most of them. I don't have the Silhouette Gundam or the Neo Gundam yet. And of course I only have the one crossbone. But otherwise, yeah, I've been pretty lucky about getting all the various F91 era mobile suits so far. And yeah, it also does just have standard missiles, which do fairly good damage and do more build stun, I believe, than the incendiaries. So that's good. I decided I was gonna get in there, but I saw how many of my allies were, and just decided, I'm sure there's something better I can be doing than be in the middle of that mess, either stunning or being stunned. So yeah, I decided to work on that crossbone. ASL beam rifle for the win once again, because yeah, just a little bit of aim adjustment in the middle of a high speed firefight. Nothing wrong with that. There's the Vignagina. It has type advantage on me, of course, and yeah, the lunge does have a little bit of short range. If I think the limited release was still ending, so yeah. Okay, and that's an F91, which is about to be, on fire a little bit. And it's down, yeah. Again, my sympathies, I've been surrounded by 4 people in exactly that way, in this round, in fact. So, I get it. It's not fun. But at the same time, hey, I'm glad it wasn't me. Okay, yeah, so a little bit of short range on the downswing beam. But, yeah, there's basically a time to do about 3 attacks, I think, because it can... I believe you can use melee combo controller with the Shot Lancer melee version, but also basically its melee pattern is basically like the Gans beam saber. Like everything is a forward lunge of some kind, even if you're swinging left or right. Which again for kind of an impact weapon makes sense. But yeah. Okay, and there is... Okay, good. Well, there's some help for me here. That's nice. And... I am trying to get some stuff done here before I drop, but I think I might end up being... Nope, I managed not to explode at the last second, so... Yeah, we actually did end this almost 2-1, so, a little bit more one-sided in the end than I usually like to go with, but I went with it anyway. Topped versions, that feels about right. 4 and 3 and 105,000 damage. I think that's decent. So yeah, this is going to kind of confuse things, I think, since there's 2 very similarly named suits now, but it's good. That is going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. We'll be back soon with more. Till next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later. I kind of hope that one day Bandai does like an F90 with all of the accessory kits in one bundle, just like they did the entire Maganac Corps in one giant bundle of high grade kits recently. I think that would be fun, just for the size of the box. Now shipping it, that would not be fun. So something I can easily live without.